it's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is for the newest release by Swamp Gloss Polish. Very excited for this one. So this is a collection inspired by Pedro Pascal. Yes, the yummy Mandalorian, as I like to refer to him. I'm sorry. So yes, this will be available this Friday at 8 p.m. Central Time, which I think converts to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So I have 4 of the polishes. There will be 5 polishes available. So for each polish will be $12.50, or you can get all 5 at a discounted rate. I'll insert that here because I'm not sure what it is at the time of recording. So yeah, these are all fantastic. If you haven't heard of Swamp Gloss before, their polishes are 10 free, vegan, and cruelty-free, and their bottle size are 15 ml. First up is Javi. This is described as a tinted turquoise with a bronze to green to teal aurora shimmer. This had a wonderful formula. It didn't feel thick or thin, and it applied very nicely onto the nail. So this one I found was a little bit sheer on the first coat, but it does build up really nicely. For the shimmer, I was finding in person, I was seeing like a bronzy goldish color on the nail with like hints of like a greenish, tealish. Like I thought I was seeing 2 different types of shimmer and not one shifty shimmer. It's a really interesting effect on the nail. So I think depending on your nail length and personal preference, you might be able to get away with 2 coats. I had some visible nail line. I could see my natural nail pretty easily in 2 coats. So I think if you have shorter nails, you might be able to get away with 2 thicker coats. If you have any kind of free edge, you probably will want to go in for that 3rd coat. The 3rd coat does seem to deepen the color just a smidge. It is a really gorgeous polish, and when I opened the PR package, I didn't know which one I wanted to put on my nails first because I love glitter and I love shimmer, and this one just looks so beautiful. On a side note, I really hope I'm pronouncing this name correctly because I don't know what show this one is from. Next up, we have Mando, which is described as a toned navy with red to gold aurora shimmer. This also had a wonderful formula, not too thick or too thin. It does look a little sheer on the first coat, but it does build up really nicely. I found in person this was like a slightly gray tone / dusty navy. And the Aurora Shimmer gave it a very slightly blurple look on the nail. I thought the color combination for this one was really unique. The shimmer in this polish and also the previous polish, they do not show brush strokes. So if brush strokes bother you, you will not have that issue with this polish. Depending on how thick of a coat and also how visible your nail line is, you might have some very slight visible nail line with this polish. You can see here in 2 coats that I definitely have some, and then on my other nails I have 3 coats, and where my nail is clear, I have some visible nail line, but where my natural nail is, it's not as obvious. I think if you go in for a thicker final coat, that will definitely cover up visible nail line. I found that under my lighting here, you can definitely see visible nail line, but in normal room lighting, I wasn't seeing it as much on my natural nail. Plus, the shimmer is very strong. You can see all of the color shifts here. And yeah, the shimmer definitely covers up any potential visible nail line. Like, you will have to search for it to see your visible nail line in like normal lighting conditions. And next up we have Maxwell, and this is described as a blue / green tinted white with a neon pink and navy matte hex glitters. This had a great formula, not too thick or too thin. I found it skirted the line between a jelly polish and a crelly polish. I think I would call it a crelly, but it felt kind of jelly-ish. The glitters all spread out evenly and easily on their own. I didn't need to do anything special to get them moving around. And for the base color, so when I was swatching this, I had the description in front of me, and I was not seeing a green tint to this at all. Like, I would call this a very pale blue, maybe with a slightly gray tone to it, but definitely, like, I would call this a light blue polish. I was not seeing green in the bottle or on the nail. So for the glitters, you will not need to do anything special to get good glitter payoff, so no holding the bottle upside down, no glitter placement, like this just applies so smoothly and easily. Was very surprised at just how smoothly this applied, and also, despite having so many glitters in it, it is not textured at all. I used one coat of glossy top coat, and that smoothed it out perfectly. And the final polish I have to share with you all is called Whiskey. This is described as a violet when cold to white when warm thermal crelly with minty blue matte hex glitters and iridescent flakies. This also had a fantastic formula, not too thick or too thin. Just like in the previous polish, the glitters all spread out evenly and easily on their own without you needing to do anything special. The flakies add a really nice depth to this polish. I found that the flakies appear more in lower lighting situations, and it just was absolutely gorgeous. I loved the violet in the cold state. The warm state is like this really ghostly, cool toned white. In my swatch notes, I called it a ghosty white, and it was just so beautiful. Had pretty good coverage in 2 coats. I went in for a 3rd coat because I wanted to make sure that the white base was 100% opaque. I think if you don't mind visible nail line, you could get away with 2 coats. I found that the cold state was a good color in 2, but I went in for 3 just to make sure that the white was as white as it was going to get. And like the previous polish, this one only needed 1 coat of top coat for a smooth finish. And that is it for the Pedro Pascal collection. My favorites are going to be pretty easy to guess. First up is Whiskey. It's purple. It has glitter in it. Are you really that surprised? And my second favorite is Maxwell. I love the base paired with those glitters. This is a beautiful, beautiful polish. Again, I only have 4 of the polishes. The 5th one was added after I had already received the 4. So again, picture of it right over here. So for some reason, the rest of my outro did not record, so I'll just throw this in here. So this collection is available right now on swampgloss.com. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Bye!